Codi Vick, the new head football coach at Cleveland High School in Johnston County, joining us here. Coach, congratulations on the new job at Cleveland. Just the third head coach in Cleveland school history. That's not a job that comes open very often. Why was Cleveland the right opportunity for you at this point?
It was a great mixture of them being available first, I guess, and having family there, and just seeing what they've done in the past and wanting to be a part of that. It was kind of easy decision on my behalf, wanting to pursue the job based on what they've done in the last 10 years, being one of the best programs in the state. So once I realized I wanted to make the move there, it was easy for me to kind of go for it because they made it so enticing.
Obviously, you can look up the results of seasons past at Cleveland and some of the former players that they've had come through Cleveland. But what did you learn during the interview process that made you want that job to be at Cleveland even more?
I learned about how great the people were. I met our AD, Coach Caps, our principal, the committee. I met with, which was a former player, alumni, community members, and an additional principal, and they made it super enticing because the way they talked about the school, the way they talked about the community, and it was more than just we won a lot of games. It was more of we support the people who support us. We love our coaches, we love our players. We put everybody in this position to be successful. And I knew that if I was given the chance to be here, I would be successful.
One of the good things I was talking to some folks this past weekend at the state conference for ads, and I said this might be the top job in North Carolina that came open during
Right.
this offseason. You go in, you don't have to start from scratch. This is a program they've never missed the playoffs in school history. What does it mean to take over a program with that kind of tradition, that kind of expectation, where you don't have to go in and rebuild something from the ground up?
It's pressure. I would say a little bit of pressure. But at the same time, to be get this opportunity, I spoke to another coach. He told me, or I told him, I said, you could take a job where it's 0-10, you could take a job where it's 10-2, and I would rather have that pressure than not have that pressure. So pressure, that's the start, but at the same time, excitement. It's like you said, one of the best jobs in the state, and being an outsider coming in and already having support of the community, the parents, the players already, it's exciting.
What do you have to do to sustain that level of success that they've seen as you transition into a new coaching staff?
Just be myself. I'm not trying to be Coach Riley or be anybody else. I just want to be myself. I respect the things they've done there and how much they've won, but I just want to be myself. Bring my culture and fit it into what's already been done. I'm not coming in there trying to change everything either. I want to see what's been done, continue with that, and also be myself and bring in what I think works and what has worked for me in the past at Kell and at Westlake, the places I've been, and kind of keep it rolling.
How would you describe yourself as a football coach to potential players or families at Cleveland?
I'm someone who puts the player above winning. I'm a big proponent of player development. I want to develop the whole player, not just what you can do for me on Fridays. I want to develop the athlete on the field, off the field, in the classroom, in the community. And if you know anything about me, is that I'm going to do all I can to make sure your student athlete leaves Cleveland a better person, not just a better football player.
In terms of football, what tell us about your philosophy, whether that's offensive, defensive. What kind of a play? What kind of a football team should we expect to see play on Friday nights?
We're going to have a lot of energy. We're going to swarm to the ball. We're going to be violent. I'm a defensive guy at heart. I strive to be that. So I told my coach Caps is also our OC that we're going to bring the violence on both sides of the ball, all three phases of the ball, and we're going to be super violent. We're going to bring the juice, and we're going to attack everything on offense, defense, and special teams. There won't be a play where we're not coming at you. We're not going to be a team that kind of sits back and kind of takes it. We're going to go at our opponent every single play.
Before we started recording, you said you have had the chance to come up to Cleveland, meet with some of the players and families. What did you take away from those meetings that you had there?
I took away the attendance was insane. We just told them 2 days before, and they didn't know who they were meeting. They didn't know me. We told them 2 days before. We have a senior meeting at 11 o'clock. We have a underclass meeting after school. We had a parent meeting at 7:30, and the attendance was incredible. I think I saw 95% of all the seniors in that senior meeting. I saw most of the underclassmen in that meeting, and the parents that showed up was it was amazing. I was warned. People kept telling me, "Hey, be ready for that parent meeting. It's going to be rough," but it was super welcoming. They didn't ask me they didn't ask any hard hitting questions. They kind of snuck some in at the end, but it was okay. But it was amazing. It was nice to see, and just meeting admin, meeting the librarian, meeting some teachers was amazing there, and it made me know that I made the right decision.
Awesome. For off-season purposes, obviously, here in North Carolina, it's a little bit different than what some other states do
Yes,
in
sir.
spring. Obviously, summertime, get into working out on the field, 7-on-7s. What kind of off-season program should kids expect at Cleveland?
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be hard. One thing at Cal we did last year is that we put our guys through hell. To be honest with you, we go Monday through Thursday. We have a bunch of 7-on-7s, as many team camps as we can. We're gonna make sure we follow all the rules while pushing our guys to kind of their limit. Because if you make the summer really hard, the seasons are easy. I think that's something we did at Cal this year. We went winning 13 games, barely missing the state championship game, and I think the summer for us was the big thing that kind of pushed us over because we put ourselves in positions to be challenged, and we're going to do the same thing at Cleveland.
Cleveland, the community in Cleveland, outside of football, very strong community.
Mhm.
Obviously, good football roots as well. What do you want to do in terms of like building on that, bringing in the support of other sports programs at Cleveland High School, maybe even the Pop Warner program that they have going on at Cleveland?
My biggest thing is making sure our community is connected. I'm up there Friday. I'm meeting with some of the middle school and the junior youth coaches, and I want to make sure that everyone's on the same page. I'm going to offer, let them know practice is always open for them. We're going to offer our playbooks, offer our installs. We're going to have clinics for those guys. We want to make Cleveland football a big deal, not just at the high school level, but at the middle school level, at the youth level. I want guys to grow up and young men to grow up wanting to be Rams and wanting to be part of this team. And I think it starts there to make sure they know that we care, and I want to make sure that hand is put out and they know that I will be there at every practice as much as I can, every game as much as I can, and I will support them in all those aspects.
Well, Coach Codi Vick, the new Cleveland football coach, we appreciate you joining us for a few minutes and look forward to meeting you here in person before long.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you having me. Thank you so much. Go Rams.